Welcome back to another episode of the A-Team at New Beginnings Farmstead. Today we have all of us here. It's myself, Julie,
Ryan.
and Egidio. And today is Earth Day, so happy Earth Day,
Happy
everybody.
Earth Day. Earth Day is really every day.
It is. That is very true.
It is. But I like the fact that it's like people who celebrate Christmas for the whole season, and then on Christmas it's like, today's Christmas. Yeah, but you've been celebrating for the last month.
That would be
That's the way I feel about Earth Day. It's like, oh, everyone else celebrates on the day that it's like, I just celebrate every day.
That's true. I try to be good.
So did you do anything today differently?
No, I
Then you
actually
would-
did work. I was at a friend's house earlier today, and I saw recycling in the garbage can.
Oh my gosh.
How dare they?
That's unbelievable. Now, did you resist the temptation to reach in and?
I mean, I thought I might, but I also saw food in there, and I said, well, that should be in the compost. And it was just,
Did you bring it to their attention?
you know,
Are they going to change?
I am going to change. I promise.
I didn't do anything special, although I will say the coffee place across the street from my office, they were giving free coffee if you brought your own mug. And I am that awkward person that carries a mug everywhere, even if I'm walking, 3 blocks away, I carry an open mug.
Yes.
And I
you
brought
do.
it in.
Why an open mug as
We did.
opposed to like one of those
Yeah.
closed top mugs or?
Because I'm only going to get one dish dirty. And so when I'm at my desk at the office, I use an open mug.
And does it make it feel like home?
It makes it feel like home.
Because you said that to me one time.
Yeah, it makes it feel like home. And so if I go to another office, what's the difference? Just carry it. I just have to walk slower.
I also got coffee at the same place because I always have my travel mug with me as well.
Yeah.
And you, Ryan, did you get coffee?
I had my travel mug, but no, I did not take advantage of the free coffee.
I did kind of feel like I was robbing them. Like I wanted to just give them.
Well, I did buy snacks. when
Oh,
was
I
there.
bought nothing. So I was robbing them.
No. No one forced them to give it away. So.
Why, did you guys do something for Earth Day? Plant a tree?
No, actually today, for Earth Day, we milled up a bunch of petroleum aggregate off a street with a lot of trucks burning a lot of fossil fuels and a lot of equipment to clean up after it because people want smooth, safe streets.
Now, you bring that up only because you're going to be starting a new program where you're recycling used tires for instead of the aggregate.
We're not quite there yet.
Okay, but you
There's-
support that.
There are a lot of processes that you wouldn't believe have resulted in cleaner, more green blacktop or aggregates that we use, but they've come leaps and bounds from where they were.
But you are reusing the millings.
Yes-ish.
You're not putting them in a landfill.
They're not going in a landfill, of course not. No, but they are recycled and
Of
reused.
course not. That was such an Earth Day thing for you to say.
It was. It was.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why one of the companies is called Reclamation. They reclaim.
Many moons ago, reclamation, yes, they reclaim the aggregate. If the aggregate still has enough oil in it and it's deemed usable, they will recycle it and use it in new blacktop.
And
Nice.
why aren't we using one of those machines that just chews it up and spits it back in?
You're going to have to be more specific. There's a lot of machines that do that.
Okay, you drive along like a Zamboni scrapes off the top.
Yep.
You chew it up, add it to the mix, add some hot asphalt mix, and just shoot it back down.
It's a little different process.
That's the Julie version, but why aren't we using that type of machine?
That type of machine doesn't work all that well in our city environment, and I invite you to observe a contractor who is going to be doing that on some of other local roadways this year, and you can see the byproduct of that. Something that we would never be able to do in the city of Kingston.
Why?
Because you wouldn't want to?
No, because it burns the leaves off the trees 40 feet in the air for the entire length of the roadway.
Well, we would definitely not want to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Friendly in Kingston.
But I would like to see it.
You absolutely. Their demonstrations are very cool. But again, there's a downfall to that. So you're taking this material, you're chewing it up, you're putting it back down, and then you're coming behind it and laying new asphalt over the top of it. It's not done when they peel it up and put it back down. That's just a leveling course, and then they put new blacktop on top of it.
Did you feel like you were taking care of the earth when you were repaving? I mean, milling? Did you feel like you were connecting to the earth?
Connecting to the earth? No, I spent most of my time praying that something else bad didn't go wrong underneath of the machine.
So, fun fact, do you know when the very first Earth Day was?
I do.
Go ahead, say it.
1970.
It was. And do you know why they chose April 22nd?
Got to move closer to you.
Sorry.
Probably. There was a signing of the Clean Air or Clean Water Act.
No, actually there wasn't. Nothing that was significant about that date other than the people who were trying to organize this felt that college students are the target for making change, which is true, high school and college students. And they felt that April 22nd was a good time because kids were still in school. It would fall between any type of spring break and summer vacation. So you'd have the most student bodies on campus. And therefore, they felt that was the best way to get the movement going.
It's true. I feel like there was also either the Clean Water or the Clean Air Act was also signed on the same.
In 1970?
I think so. Or 72.
Google.
Not sure. Somebody will find out.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
So it is spring, and we are going to be inundated very soon here in the Hudson Valley with cicadas.
Are we at the 17-year mark?
I was going to
We
say,
are.
is it the 17 year?
Well, there are actually 3,000 species of cicada, over 3,000. And this year we are getting the 13-year and the 17-year at the same time. So that's why it's going to be like louder than usual. And they expect that at the peak hours of the day when the cicada are making their noise, that it'll be in any given area, it can be up to 100 decibels. So the sound
Oh,
of a
wow.
lawnmower.
You are going to write so many tickets.
Yeah,
Is it a mating call or something?
it is. It's the male cicada makes noise to attract the female.
Wow.
Huh.
Yep.
Have you guys ever eaten one?
Oh, no. But my dog did one time. I had a pug that accidentally swallowed a cicada, and it was $2,000 to get that bad boy out of its trachea.
Why, was it alive?
No, but it obstructed she couldn't, every time she drank or ate, she would vomit. And when we took her to the vet, that they found that she had swallowed a cicada, and it was whole, but it was stuck in her throat, and they had to remove it.
Would you eat one?
If I had to save my life, other than that, no.
Would you guys eat one?
Why would you eat a cicada?
I feel like the last time we had all those cicadas, people were like, I'm making cicada pizza. I'm eating cicada
Ooh,
fry.
really?
Interesting. No,
It's just,
it
they're
wouldn't
all-
strike me as something I would eat, but
No. Find it.
I have seen
Really
you
unnecessary.
eat grubs out of a piece
Yeah,
of
we
firewood.
have
so,
seen
yeah.
you eat some very interesting things. So have you eaten a cicada?
No.
And
No.
are you going to?
No, because it's crunchy.
It is crunchy.
So let me
they're
tell you
big
about
and
crunchy.
crunchy.
Aren't
Have you guys
most
ever had
bugs
soft shell
crunchy?
crab?
Yes.
No, I have not.
Okay. Did you like it?
No.
Was it crunchy?
Yes.
Yes. So, in my opinion, soft shell crab. So
It's like an insect, a giant
so
insect.
soft
right?
shell crab. It's a crustacean. They lose their exoskeleton.
Yeah.
And the exoskeleton is continuing to build up underneath. So they shed one layer and it's continuing to build up. And when they shed it, that's when they're vulnerable, and that's when people catch them and they serve them, and that's soft shell crab.
Oh,
which is
that's why
delicacy.
it makes it soft shell.
So- it
However,
should be
it's
crunchy.
not. It should be, in my opinion, soft.
Ah.
However, if you're getting it when
Huh.
the inside is like starting to get crunchy again, it's crunchy. Gross.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize that that's what it was. That it's like losing a toenail, right, or a fingernail.
I
It's like-
wouldn't know.
I think you would. You have something going on right now, don't you?
No,
Gross.
You do,
But,
though.
yeah.
Should we move the camera down?
Don't want to see my feet. Mm-mm. That's
So when are the
interesting.
cicadas getting here? I mean, they're here.
They're
in the ground.
here, yeah, but they haven't come out of the ground yet.
Yeah, usually it's July and August, so
Yeah,
it's
it's a
really
little
bad.
later in the season.
Oh,
But
perfect for wedding season.
yes,
Yeah,
but
that's-
a lot of people are preparing for the noise. I mean, what are you gonna do about it?
How do you
Oh.
prepare for the noise?
We're going to have to look too here to be sure that they're not affecting our trees.
Oh, do they negatively affect maple trees?
Well, they'll drop their larvae down, and that's what they feed on are the roots of the trees until they're
Defoliation.
mature.
Oh my gosh.
You'd like to believe that the good Lord has some purpose for all animals. So there's got to be a reason.
The loudest
Well, they're not really
cicada is
They're
in.
animals.
They're insects.
Which is
Living
an
things?
animal.
Can
They're,
you define
they're
a
living
thing?
things.
No,
Okay.
you're just saying they're not mammals.
They're not animals. They're not reptiles. They're insects.
Well, he's
They
correct.
are
They're
insects.
not animals, but they're insects.
Oh my gosh, you guys are wrong.
What?
There are animal groups.
Okay.
Birds,
So there's
reptiles,
humans and then
amphibians.
animals, or animals human, or humans animals.
You're
Yes,
using the
humans
word
are
wrong.
animals.
You're
Are
using
they?
the word wrong. You two are using the word animals
Yeah.
interchangeably with the word mammal. There are animal groups, which include mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, fish, insects.
So they're all
All
animals.
of those are animals.
I would
Of
want
which
to. I would want
mammals-
to see that.
Huh.
Look it up.
We're gonna have to Google that.
Google it.
This might be another episode
It's not another episode.
where we either apologize to Julie.
Oh, I
or
think,
Julie
I'm
apologizes
pretty
to us.
sure you're going to be apologizing to Julie.
I don't know. Stay tuned.
I think you will.
We'll see.
Okay. Whatever.
It's too bad we don't have a pretty good following because I imagine in the sideline in the comments there'd be a lot of people right now going, "Go, Julie, go!"
So insects are still animals.
Huh?
Animals. So do you have?
As in, they are fauna as opposed to flora, which would be plants.
So you're either a plant or an animal.
No, there's also bacteria and there's fungi and all the different
Yeah,
different
interesting.
kingdoms. So there's animal kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
and in the animal kingdom, that's when we have birds, reptiles, mammals, amphibians, fish, and insects.
In different classifications.
Huh?
And that would all be under biology.
What
we would
grade?
have learned
Yeah,
that
what grade
in
did
ninth
we learn
grade.
all this?
I don't know, probably fourth, seventh,
Clearly-
eighth, every,
Right.
every
Clearly, one
year.
of my teachers lied to me.
Second,
I didn't know that.
So animals, insects are considered animals,
Yeah.
not mammals, of course, because that doesn't.
I don't know why you're saying of course, because you were both just proceeding as though the only animals were mammals.
No.
No,
That's
no,
not true.
That's not true.
Okay, so
Just
you're
the
saying that
insects are not animals, but I guess
They are.
I've always thought of animals as
Like turtles.
yeah, reptiles,
Yeah, things like that. They're animals.
fish.
so
Fish.
everything besides
Amphibians.
insects.
Yes, for this argument, yeah.
Okay.
All right,
So
let's
once-
move on now. All right, tell us if we need to apologize.
Hey,
No, I get it. That's what you do.
well, that's what I did.
If we talked
one.
about different kinds of grease, we could probably win on that one, right?
That's right.
Different kind of lubricants. And within it, there's grease and oils and penetrants and,
Yeah,
how's that?
that's a true story.
It is true. It's true. Everyone's got their own thing.
That's true. And this is what makes this balance out so well.
Yeah.
Is it a balance?
It's not really balanced.
I don't know.
It's really unbalanced, actually.
I opened the same garbage container she did and saw nothing wrong with what was going on.
I put that stuff in the garbage.
Yeah. And we both said the same thing. Oh, she opened the container.
man.
What are we doing?
I will never forget the first time when Julie was here for a wedding, and you had thrown a lot of stuff in the dumpster, and then
And
I
she went
came
to throw
driving.
it.
She was in the dumpster, and I was like, "Oh, who let
And what
Julie
was-
in a dumpster?"
That's right. First thought was,
Of all
who let
things.
Julie in the
Right.
dumpster?
What were we thinking? We can't let Julie go near the
Started pulling out
dumpster.
all the glass,
Yeah, she was very upset.
returnables.
It's because there's no way that what you're telling me actually happens is actually happening. There's no way.
They separated at the plant.
No, they do not.
Yeah,
Yes, they
throw
do.
it out, yeah. They go. We have a guy. Once it leaves here, he pulls it and then just takes out the cardboard. And,
You think by hand, the guy is sitting there and pulling out the trash from the recyclables.
Yes.
That's what he says. I mean, I can't help if he's a liar, but I mean that's what he's telling us.
You got to take.
That's
people
why we
at the
pay
place.
extra for this dumpster.
Yeah.
And
He
we
said,
just
"Don't worry
try
about
to
it.
keep Julie
Put
from
it all
climbing
in
through the
I think you're
dumpster.
being greenwashed.
I don't know what to say, Ryan. You've thrown a bunch of tires and metal and it just
No, tires don't go in the dumpster. No, metal doesn't go in the dumpster.
Let's not get crazy.
Yeah, no. Listen,
I had to tell you.
we do our part.
Okay,
Do you see a tire anywhere on this
I
farm?
do not.
Okay.
Not even
then.
on the vehicles.
Well, unless it's on if it's only on a truck or a trailer.
There you go.
That's it.
There are a lot of trailers here.
We need them.
Never have enough trailers. That's what I'm told.
You know what? You know what trailers hold? Animals. A lot of snakes this time of year. They're coming out.
Mice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see that picture that Patrick sent?
Yeah.
It looked like a copperhead.
Copperhead.
I don't know though.
Yeah, I know.
It-
It wasn't.
Like
Wasn't
right
that?
It wasn't a good picture.
It
He
wasn't
didn't
a
get
good
close
picture.
enough.
But I told him that just to keep him sharp.
Well, anytime you
You know
think
where there
that there's
aren't
a
snakes?
copperhead,
There
don't-
aren't
don't get
snakes in the
close.
city of Kingston.
not
So
true.
There's snakes.
That is literally
There's
not true.
snakes.
not where he works.
Yeah, there's snakes. Oh.
But not copperheads. There wouldn't be a copperhead just in Kingston.
You could possibly, if you were down along the river, you'd probably find one somewhere,
I agree. There's definitely copperheads in Kingston.
but not in the abundance that you'd find them in places like where I
yeah,
live.
here. Yeah,
And here.
clearly where you are.
Oh yeah, I mean there's a road, Copperhead Lane,
Yeah.
for that reason.
My coworker had one in her basement last spring. Her son was downstairs playing video games, and he just yells up. He's like, "Mom, there's a snake down here!" And she went and put a pot over it because she wasn't sure. Thank God she didn't try to pick it up. And then her husband got home, and he lifted up the pot, put it back down. And he said, "Copperhead in the basement."
So did they carry it out?
They did get it out of the house.
Did they get it out alive?
I don't know.
So as you're leaving the garage to exit, you'll see a long 5-foot handled device. That is a snake grabber.
Okay.
So when I'm not home, you can use it.
Or I could just burn the house down.
Yeah.
I prefer
So,
to use, I prefer to use the
so
tool.
let me ask you, if there was a copperhead in your basement, would you make every effort to keep it alive?
I would not kill any animal that would be in my home.
Not
I would
even
never even consider killing a snake in my home. I wouldn't consider killing a snake outside.
Outside is different though. When something's in your personal
Right,
space,
that's how I feel too.
that's an
Yeah.
invasion of
I won't
privacy.
go in their
We're in
house. They
personal
shouldn't go in
space.
my house.
We're in we are in their
No,
house. That's
no,
not
We're-
right.
no.
This is
I
my
agree with
house.
her. We built this house. They were here first.
Right.
No matter if it was in the 1800s, 1900, they occupied, their ancestors occupied this land before we did.
I told you, I now make a conscious effort to not run over snakes with the lawnmower. So that's personal growth.
That would be
But, but
oh, that would be so gross.
a venomous snake, oh, no, I don't think because
You're not able to tell by looking at a snake whether it's venomous.
Yes, you are.
She's-
Yes, you are.
I-
Absolutely can.
Well,
in
I'm
this
not saying
area,
you. I'm
copperhead
saying
or
she
rattlesnake.
is not
In this
able to
area,
look
if it's
at a
in
snake.
water, I can. Do you know how to tell if it's in water if it's venomous?
Around here, you're not going to see a venomous snake in
Anywhere.
the water.
Anywhere. I bet. Yes, you are. In Woodstock, there's copperheads in the water at the Big Deep, it's called.
Okay. And what's your trick?
It's not my trick. It is scientific fact that venomous snakes swim with their head above the
Above the
water.
water, right.
Non-venomous snakes, their head is at the surface of the water. So if you're in water and there's a snake coming at you and that head is up, you better move.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Look it up. Brian, is it true?
There's a lot of Google stuff going on.
yeah,
today.
There
I think we
is.
need to write all this down.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yes, it is. Venomous snakes swim with their head above the water. And they're in Woodstock.
I guess it is somewhat personal growth because when we first got here, any snake was to be dead.
That's true. But the reason I wouldn't want to keep a venomous snake alive if it were in my house, then it just comes back. Like if this is where it wants to be, it's going to
That's
try
the
to
That's
come
the
advantage.
thing
back.
for any snake.
But
That's the thing about
right.
like removing beavers from an area where you don't want them. If it's a desirable area for a beaver to live, they're just going to
Correct.
come back.
But that's why it's important to keep the black snakes around because they'll keep the copperheads away.
Right. Black snakes will keep
Yeah,
copperheads
yeah.
away.
Yes, they
they
will.
keep the mice away,
Yeah.
and any other
Yeah.
rodents or
Because
whatever it
any
may
snake
be.
is going to keep mice away.
No, not necessarily.
But
Not all
the
snakes
black
eat
snakes
mice.
have a much better. They're fast.
And appetite.
Oh yeah, especially the big ones we
I
get around
just,
here.
I just can't with
'Cause didn't
snakes.
she say-
I will help anything
Didn't my
survive. I
neighbor
just
say
can't
that
with
there's
snakes.
like a snake
There
den?
is. There's like a big pit outside of
Oh,
her
they're just,
house,
like,
and that's
coiled
where
up.
I've seen one of those
there's like
before.
that's where they all hatch every spring. She said there's thousands of snakes in this area
Den,
of
this
rocks.
den.
Yeah, it is. It's a huge den. Yep.
I would love to put a camera in there just to
Ugh.
watch it unfold.
Not
Ryan,
interested.
if you had a copperhead in your basement, what would you do?
I would kill it.
Thank you.
I have found 3 since I built my house. 3. And
Not in the house.
no, not in the house, no. And once you start having activity in that, they move
Right,
on.
right.
They move to other places. But I have come across 3 and none of them have survived.
Yeah, just our presence and everything we do here has pushed them back. Now, really, it's rare to see them down here. Maybe a garter snake here and there, but up top, past the barns, all you really see are the black snakes
Right.
up there. Sometimes they'll get underneath the containers, or they'll coil up in the excavator, like you said. So when I go to reach inside for the battery, and comes up,
Yeah.
it coils up nicely.
It's
nice
the
and
element
fast.
of surprise. That's the problem with snakes. It's the element. You just
Yeah, clearly even that's like they startle you, but the hardest part is when you go to grab it, it's got that cold slime on it. It's just unnatural for
It's
a
not
living
slime.
thing.
Snakes aren't
It's
slimy.
just smooth.
Yeah.
Smooth slime.
not
Maybe it's
slime.
maybe what it is.
It's
My
not
palm's sweating when I
Yes.
grab
Yeah,
it.
I
Maybe that's
bet.
what
That
it
could
is.
be it.
Amphibians can be slimy.
But amphibians are animals.
Reptiles.
you have to
Did we
have
ever
a-
clarify that?
Not yet.
Necessary
No.
for
I think we got to wrap this up,
Clearly
right?
so.
It won't be 20 minutes, and
All right.
so I
Well,
think we're pretty much ending
We
this.
will see you very soon, and we hope you enjoy our conversations and stop by to see us again and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.